Basic Public Speaking 181, Somerset Community College, Gabrielle Norris. You are a great champion. When you ran, the ground shook, the sky opened, and mere mortals parted. Part of the way to victory where you will meet me in the winner's circle, where I will put a blanket of flowers on your back. You are a great champion. Kentucky is known around the world for many things, from Kentucky Fried Chicken to Muhammad Ali. But the two greatest assets of the Commonwealth have become known as bourbon and horse racing. Growing up on the backside of the racetrack with my parents, who are horse race trainers, I have been provided with the opportunity to understand the impact of equine industry on the communities small and large. I utilize a variety of data samples for collections to report an accurate data information to you. How the equine industry may also provide benefits to your community and even you individually, even if you have never touched a horse. Today, I will provide a descriptive history of equine legacy in Kentucky. Second, I will examine the economic impact of horse racing on Kentucky. And third, I will assist you in seeing how equine industry may even impact your community or yourself. The equine in Kentucky provides direct and indirect economic opportunities for Kentucky. Equine in Kentucky has a long legacy. The early Kentuckians built new settlements for themselves on the Kentucky's frontier. In the late 1700s, settlers developed Kentucky was great for raising horses. The fertile farmland and rich limestone, calcium, and other materials to help raise horses with strong bones. In the 1790s, when more thoroughbreds horses arrived in Kentucky, horse racing began on farm and private tracks. In 1792, before Kentucky became a commonwealth, horse racing was highlighted in Lexington's newspapers. The Kentucky Gazette reported on and advertised horse racing, including bloodlines, stallions, and horses for sale. Horse racing was popular since it was one of the few organized sports. Horse racing became so popular in Lexington that the city had to ban horse racing in many streets. Citizens who began events on private property. The Kentucky Gazette on August 22, 1789, published the first notice of a formal purse race, or race for financial gain. By the 1800s, Kentucky was home to nearly 90,000 horses. Kentucky had more horses per capita than any state in the nation. Many of the early Kentuckians, settlers, came from Virginia or the Carolinas, where there was a long-established tradition of breeding and racing horses. Because horse racing was banned from public spaces, venues for the sport had to be set up. As a result, Lexington built their first racetrack in 1789. Once the racetracks were built, traditions for horse racing started. Horse racing is the oldest sport that continues to provide one of the greatest economic opportunities for Kentucky, and the Kentucky Derby is a huge contributor. On May 17, 1875, the first Kentucky Derby was held, attracting more than 10,000 spectators, who cheered as the first Derby winner crossed the finish line. More than 160,000 people traveled to Kentucky to attend the Derby, and millions watched on television. The Derby is one of the oldest continuous sports that the United States holds. Thoroughbred racing was the country's most popular sport, held on the first Saturday in May at Churchill Downs in Louisville, Kentucky. Racing in Kentucky is not only the way that equine contributes to Kentucky economy. Horse racing is a major contributor to Kentucky's economy. However, agricultural, tourism, businesses, opportunities arise from other equine contributors. Today, the primary use of the majority of Kentucky's equines is trail riding or pleasure, followed by broodmares, idle, not working horses, show, young horses, including yearlings, weanlings, foals, racing, workhorses, or transportation. Other various activities, capital expenditures by equine opportunities is notably 77% of these operating expenses are spent in Kentucky. The expenditures benefit businesses and farmers across the state throughout purchases of needed materials to care for the horses. The most recent economic impact study shows that the Kentucky Derby has $217 million economic impact on the region. Statewide, the equine industry has $3 billion of impact and generating over 55,000 jobs. This year's economic impact of the Kentucky Derby on Kentucky's region is estimated to be $34.6 million. The equine industry plays an important role in its communities. It directly or indirectly supports a broad set of local jobs and economic activity across the spectrum of businesses and occupations. Breeding operations. Breeding operations, events, and non-income producing animals contribute more than $8.5 million to Kentucky's economy. The impact provides opportunities for tourism, farmers, small businesses, large businesses, and individuals. Horses that produce income and those that do not directly produce income are used as a part of revenue generating venture in Kentucky. Horse owners incur costs spent on statuating the animals, which does impact the local economy. Equine in Kentucky benefits the community by jobs are created because horses require many professionals, from vets to hay growers and from farriers to trainers. A community that is open and respectful to horses will find the economic impact of those industries far outweighs the cost of providing materials. Equines attract tourism with activities and events, fairgrounds or trail systems led by horse tourism, a great adventure for local businesses because tourists bring money to spend at local hotels, restaurants, and shops. Although you may have never owned a horse or even ridden one, you may someday be that restaurant owner or farmer that is impacted by the equine industry. Equine in Kentucky legacy provides opportunity for economic growth and security. The Kentucky Derby is the oldest sport that continues to provide one of the greatest economic opportunities for Kentucky, providing a $3 million impact to the region. Equines in Kentucky contribute to the economy through the agriculture, tourism, and businesses opportunities. Equine in Kentucky provides a direct and indirect economic opportunity for Kentucky. The impact of the equines and horse racing industry can even be felt by individuals like you. The horse capital of the nation produces great champions and provides gain for Kentuckians like yourself. Thank you.